Chapter 1, Lesson 4 on the distributive property. Okay, so my distributive property states that you can multiply a sum in parentheses by multiplying each term. Okay, so we'll show it with variables. So I have a sum here, and I can multiply it by the a by multiplying each term by the a. So I multiply a times b and get ab, and then I multiply a times c and get ac, and since it's all positive, I put a plus. I can also use it with subtraction. It doesn't just have to be a sum, it can also be a difference. So I do a times b and get ab, and then I do a times c and get ac, but because it's this negative c, it's going to be minus ac. Okay, let's look at some more examples with numbers. Now, we know that we can just actually do the 2 plus 5, but we're going to do distributive property. So we're going to do 3 plus 2 is 6, and this is how I want to think about it, as 3 times, not just 5, but positive 5. So it gives me positive 15. Okay, now let's distribute. So 3 times negative 3 times 4 is negative 12, and then negative 3 times negative 7 is positive 21. Okay, a few more vocabulary. When I talk about the coefficient is the number before a variable. Okay, it's usually because something is being multiplied. Not usually, always. So if I have 8x, 8 is my coefficient. If I have 10x squared y, 10 is my coefficient. Okay, like terms, they are two terms with the exact same variable part. And it must be exact. One other thing to put is that we can combine like terms by adding the coefficients and keeping the variable part the same. So, simplest form means very simply no parentheses and no like terms. And my rules, well, how do I get it in simplest form? If there are parentheses and I need to get rid of them, I distribute. And if there are like terms, then I combine them. So let's look at a few examples. If I have 17h plus 25h, well, I notice that these are like terms. They have the exact same variable part. So I combine them. So I add their coefficients. This coefficient is 17, and this is a 25, a positive 25. So I combine them, and I get 32, and I keep the variable part exactly the same, 32h. Okay, this example, I have 6a squared plus 3a minus a. So I have an a squared, an a, and an a. These ones are like terms. So the 6a squared I can't do anything with. I'm going to combine a positive 3a and a negative a. Remember, this coefficient is really a 1. So I have positive 3 and negative 1. I add them together, and I get a positive 2, and I keep the variable part exactly the same.